can take a road to Jupiter tonight. Taking off and you know we on a flight. Baby, we can take a road to Jupiter tonight. Knowledge, wisdom, baby girl, that's how we fly. Baby, if you need me, baby, you can call me. She can never leave me alone. Baby, if I need you, baby, I'ma call you. I can never leave her alone. I'ma need you now or later, baby, never say never, baby, I'm a creator. Look into my eyes, baby, we the best of sky, baby, we the best the equator. Practicing my morals, I know if it's right or wrong, look, baby, that's another portal. Promise I could never dribble you like Doku. Spirit bomb like Goku. Baby, we can take a road to Jupiter tonight. Taking off and you know we on the flight. Baby, we can take a road to Jupiter tonight. Knowledge, wisdom, baby, good, that's how we fly. Baby, if you need me, baby, you can call me. She can never leave me alone. Baby, if I need you, baby, I'ma call you. I can never leave her alone. The entities that intervene get cast away. The stars align, I see the signs of every day. And you get lost and end up lonely, skies are gray. Just go within and let the feeling wash away. Damn, very sexy like the beat, appealing to the eyes when we underneath the sheets. Yeah, and you know we can't be beat when we team up with the powers we receive. Teamwork make the dream work, loving the way she works. She can always please my soul. Teamwork make the dream work, loving the way I work. Baby, I can please your soul. Entities that intervene get cast away. The stars align, I see the signs of every day.
Happy now, happy now, happy now. All is now. It's a gift to be in the present. The fresh say something back in here, putting out my perspective into the cloud of the collective to expand the collective consciousness. You're not tuning into the mind of an Algin moon / Aries moon. It is Cancer hours. It is a Sunday. Okay, it is also a Sunday, and we also have the moon in Aries and making this, tapping into this new moon. Okay, so it is eclipse season. We officially have like 6 planets in Aries. And before I start, I want to talk about the numerology of the day and the zodiac. So the numerology of the day would be 19, okay? And that adds up to the sun. So in tarot. So the sun number 19 and its planet in this case already correspond in name. In this card we often find a baby, which symbolizes purity and inner strength, creativity, the optimism with which to approach the world. The sun shines and bright and brings light. It radiates warmth and life, offering fortune and success. This is the card of true self-expression of our inner nature. The sun is pulsating. Okay, so the key words are light, truth, success, true self. Okay, so that's what you should be embodying on this day. Okay, the sun. So you should probably be going out and getting those joyful rays that the sun emits during Aries season to accumulate those, cell salts that, is sort of that it gives off during a specific season. Every season has a specific cell salt that you can gain from going outside just by catching the rays. But in this case, this is an eclipse, so, and having like 6 planets in Aries, if you go outside type shit, you're gonna catch influences and energies that more than likely that you wouldn't be necessarily catching on an average day. Okay, so it's like I was catching thoughts. It's like I caught a message from spirit type shit saying like, you know, people who sort of like were driven by money and that's their main desire type shit. You know, depending on how you use it, it depends on on the spirit. You know, you can either be paid, you paid to die, you paid today, or if you pay today, you either pay to die or you pay to live type shit. So niggas is actually, most niggas is paid to die. You know, and that's a download that I actually gained from spirit. All right. So yeah, that's the numerology of the day and the zodiac tarot. So now I'm going to get into the new moon and how it's gonna play out for all signs, okay, depending on your ascendant. Okay? So depending on wherever you got Aries at. Okay? So if you got Aries in the first house, okay, you will also have Mercury in retrograde, Sun, North Node, Chiron, Venus, and the Moon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 planets in that house as well. So you're not just taking note of the moon and the sun type shit, but you're looking at all these other influences that you're catching. Okay, so with this, if you have this in the first house, okay, so the new moon is actually gonna the moon is actually gonna conjunct tomorrow on the 8th. But with this, if you have it in the first house, you know, you should be catching influences when this occurs. You'll be catching influences of, you know, new ways, new expressions, new passions, you know, and new ways on how you view yourself, okay? How you carry yourself. You might have a whole new way on how to assert yourself into the world, you know? And also you will have, hold on. Yeah, so, and also your self-identity, you know? So you might also have a new way on how you feel about yourself, you know? And also right now we got moon conjuncting what's it called? Venus. You know, so this is, they're conjuncting in Aries, you know, so Venus is freshly in Aries. Okay, so with this is the stargates, like all the it could be minor frustrations, it could be gifts, it could be, you know, opportunities to react and respond towards your love matters, you know, towards taking action towards a love matter, or taking action towards what you love and what you're willing to compromise with. Okay, so yeah, and you're also gonna have, so this is the big stellium, you know, so this is a stellium that a stellium, I say an average stellium is like 3 planets, you know, but it's like with having 6 planets in Aries, this puts a lot of focus in an area of your life at this time, you know. So you might not have planets in this area, but if you do have planets in this area, you know, you're the example. And if you don't, you will just be catching influences, and you'll be paying attention to this area of your life at this time, and you know, you'll have other people putting influences upon to you during this time. Okay, so if you have in the first house, right, So yeah, this is, yeah, like I said, this is your self-expression, how you carry yourself, how you feel about yourself, the I am, okay? Everything that has to do with you, your self-identity, you know? So you'll be having a whole new change when it comes to this area of your life in the first house. Okay, so if you have Aries in the second house, all right, this is basically having taking action, having a whole new way on feeling and taking action towards your your gifts and what you have to offer to the world. Okay, your fixed values, your fixed possessions, my bad, or same thing. What you have to offer to the world is in your gift. So with this and your money, so this is what you have, you know. So with this is a whole new way of seeing these things and a whole new way of acting towards these things. Okay? And also with Venus being here, this is Venus being in the house that it naturally rules type shit. So this is having the moon is going to conjunct Venus here. This is having the emotions, having the gifts to react and respond towards your love matters, and building upon love, So next, if you have Venus, not Venus, but if you have Aries in the third house, okay? If you have Aries in the third house, ruling your third house, this is the whole new way of seeing and acting and taking action, towards your surroundings. Okay? Your familiar faces, places, and communication. Okay, so with this is and I mentioned Mercury being retrograde, so we'll be having a whole new way of reassessing how we communicate. With Mercury being in Aries, it can come off as spicy, uh, feisty, and you can cause bridges to burn with your communication, So at this time, with Mercury being retrograde, Mercury being in the third house here for you, if Aries will be in the third house, this is where Mercury is ruling. So, this is where, you can sort of take slow down and communicate with your close ones, the people you're familiar with, and go to familiar places, and sort of and you might have familiar people that come up that in your past, like people that you haven't necessarily come up. You might have familiar people come up in your past, with this being in your third house, that you sort of like could be sort of someone that could be an Aries, or someone that is an authoritative figure, or someone that helps you, take action in your life, if you have Aries in the third house. Okay. So this is how this is playing out if you have Aries in third house. So the new ways on how to take action, new ways on how to react and respond towards your passions. Okay? in your surroundings. Okay, so if you have Aries in the 4th house, so this is having new ways on how to react and respond with your passions and when it comes to family, okay, and familiar place, not domestic situations, how you deal with privacy, comfortability in the home. So this might be taking action, uh, so new ways on how to take action or feel about in the home. So again, it might be taking action towards a new home if you're in that situation, if you have Aries in the 4th house, so, and you got all these planets here, so it's like, and I also note we got Chiron here, right? So Chiron might be that mistake. And shout out to Saint Uno. If you don't watch Saint Uno, tap into Saint Uno. He talks about the mistakes we make aren't necessarily mistakes. With Chiron helps put that mistake feeling up on there type shit. But these shits ain't necessarily mistakes. These are shit you're supposed to be experiencing. So with this is if you have, and this is Aries in the 4th house, right? So Moon is conjuncting Venus here too as well. So this is my you'll be reacting, responding towards your love matters, in this area of life if you have Aries in the 4th house. So this is really like a way of having the trine or gifts or stargates or opportunities pop up when it comes to soothing an emotion, so soothing your emotions. So it's like, so having an emotion that could be pleasurable based on your passions and how you take action towards in the home, and this could be, this is based on your 4th house. So if you have Aries in the 5th house, this is taking action, okay? New ways on how to take action, new ways on taking action and react and respond towards your actions in your entertainment, okay? Your creativity, your self-expression, and your youthfulness, okay? So with this, if you have Aries here, you naturally are someone who is competitive when it comes to the entertainment realm, and whatever you entertain, you see yourself as the leader there, So with this is having the sun transit here and having a new moon here, you might have you will have emotions and feelings when it comes to these new ways on how you can act and come up with new personas and characters, that deals with your youthfulness, your entertainment, and it could be a leader that sort of like a new way on how to sort of be that leader that is youthful, that leader that can that can influence the youth type shit, and these, as I break down these energies, these are new powers, powers. They put it in the movies for a reason. These are the powers that you gain as you experience time space, and distance, aka astrology. You know, as you experience this shit, this time, and the sun and moon aligns a certain way, giving us these new moons, these full moons, you know, giving us these new seasons. You know, it gives us these new ways on how to perfect and perfect what we're doing already, you know? So working on our crafts type shit, you know? What is just, it just gives you a new way to be you, you know? So yeah, that's how that works. So if you have Aries in the 6th house, okay? If you have Aries in the 6th house, this is the new ways on how to react and respond and take action towards your work, health, routine, what you do on a day-to-day basis, and your ability to schedule. Okay? So, yeah, so you've got Mercury here. You got Mercury transiting you got Mercury transiting retrograde in this 6th house. You know, so this is a good time to like sort of go back and look at what you've been eating, what you've been doing on your daily basis. Is that shit really helping you? You know, and then look back to like what you was doing type Capricorn season, you know, when the sun was in Capricorn, you know, if you was planting the right seeds, you know, towards your business, you know, and you can see if that's playing out. If it's playing out positively in this area of your life, or if it's playing out negatively. But anyways, you're gonna have new ways on how to react and respond towards your scheduling and your day-to-day routine and your eating habits. You might have picked up a new diet at this time, or tomorrow type shit, or yeah, at this time we got it's as I filmed this, we got moon in Aries and like 4 degrees type shit, you know? So next, if you have Aries in the 7th house, okay, this is the what's it called, the new ways on how to react and respond and take action towards your relationships, okay, how you relate to everything, people, places, and things. Okay, so romantic relationships or platonic relationships. Okay, so you might have a whole new what's it called, a whole new way on how to relate, you know, and you might have new people come into your life at this time. You know, we got Mercury in retrograde, so you might also have previous people come into your life, so watch out for that. That might be, let's say you had a bridge burning situation with somebody, and then they come into your life and you already have found somebody new type shit. It's not a situation you want to be in, right? You know, so yeah. So next, if you have Aries in the 8th house, okay, this is new ways on how to react and respond towards your deep desires. Yeah, your desires, deep transformation, secrets, sex, shared values, behind the scenes, occult, anything that's occult. Okay, so you might have new ways on how to react and respond toward these things. Okay? And you might have uh new ways with the moon. We got moon and Venus transiting here type shit. With moon and Venus being here, this is and conjuncting here, this is having like your desires being met type shit. It's like having your deep desires being met, and that's exclusive to you. If you got Aries here, but if you naturally got Aries in the 8th house, whatever is in your occult, you show type shit. It's head first. So it's like somebody who is ahead in whatever they show, whatever seems to be taboo. So there's people that, if you naturally got this Aries here, you don't got insecurities when it comes to showing something that seems to be taboo, because it's Aries, it's the I am. So you might feel like you that, So yeah, so you will have the whole the moon with conjunct in Venus here gives it a whole new way on how to react and respond towards your pleasures, and whatever and opportunities to indulge in your pleasures, whatever pleasures you in the 8th house. Okay? Next, if you got Aries in the 9th house, this is a whole new way on how to react and respond towards your higher learning. Okay? Your wisdom, your long distance traveling, your spirit, your spirituality, how you see the world, religion, God, broad philosophical ways of looking at the world, religion, and God. Okay? So, let me take a sip, y'all. So, you will have new ways or new knowledge and wisdom that you could accumulate at this time. And you have Aries here. So you naturally feel like a leader for teaching. You might feel like you should be teaching. So you will have a whole new way on how to react and respond towards your knowledge and your higher learning. You will have a whole new way of showing these things. So that's how that play out. Now with the moon conjuncting Venus, it's a whole new way on how to react and respond towards your pleasures and your whatever you're willing to compromise with. Okay, in the 9th house. So yeah, this is like a whole having this love, this pleasurable feeling for learning at this time. Learning and getting closer to God, spirituality, religion, if you're into that type shit. But for me in this channel, this is getting closer to spirit, which is ultimately just your space. The space which you reside as an individual before you came here into this incarnation, which is just your space, your spirit, and you as an individual spirit type shit, you know what that place feels like type shit, and what types and how the feeling, the way of how you get to just, you know, what you want in and out of your space, and what resonates with your space type. So the language of the universe is resonation. Okay, and that's what most spiritual people say. But mainly and that's where that comes from. You know, when they say language of the universe is resonation, it's like, yeah, that's where, you know, whatever you resonate with, that's what you want in your space. And whatever you don't resonate with, that's what you want out of your space. You know? So, and yeah, that's a language in itself, I guess. And that's what a language that we don't have no words for. Okay? I guess. But it's like you're limited if you try to find too many words other than resonation. You know? At least in this English language. But all language still point to the same words anyway, so yeah. So if we got if you got Aries in the 10th house, this is reacting and responding towards having a whole new way to react and respond and take action towards your business, your status, how you gain career, how you gain status and your career in this reality. Okay, so you will have a whole new way on how to react and respond in whatever you're known, like your job, you know, if you work a job. So your status, if you have Aries in the 10th house, you will have a whole new way on how to see your status, okay, your how you see yourself, you know, or a whole new way on how to accumulate attack a goal type shit, a whole new way on how or new goal to reach, you know. So yeah, and you got Mercury retrograde in here, so this is time to this would be a good time to really sit introspect when it comes to your status, you know. So yeah, that's how that play out. So if you got Aries in the 11th house, this is a whole new way on reacting and responding towards your how you conduct yourself within the public, unfamiliar places, faces, gadgets, technology, astrology, science. Okay, so you feel like as having Aries in the 11th house, you naturally have like a I am thingy when it comes to, you feel your self identity is more resonating. You resonate with your space, aka yourself, you know, if you don't have things that have to do with the occult or science or technology, you know. So if you don't have certain gadgets around you, you might lose your self identity type shit. So this is somebody who probably has an identity when it comes to your when it comes to online, you know, social media type shit, you know. So you will have Mercury retrograde in here, so just you will have the time to, and the influences and your mind should sort of, and the energies will have you sort of moving towards reassessing ways on how to put yourself uh uh how to, you know, give you some sort of new identity, or let's say a whole new identity. Yeah, a whole new identity when it comes to the online scene, or a whole new way on when it comes to creating something new, you know, because this is also, you know, the 11th house dealing with Aquarius, you know, dealing with something new. So this is somebody who could be known, or you could be somebody who's working on a whole new gadget type shit, you know? So yeah, so it's like it could be perfecting up something that you're working on, you know, with Mercury retrograding here, you know, so reassessing what your passions when for the gadgets, for the occults, the not occult but science, but astrology falls in here. So you could say occult because far out thinking, your passion for far out thinking. This could be somebody who's passionate for a freedom thinker, you know. So yeah, this is how that play out. So Aries in the 12th house. This is a whole new way of reacting, responding, and taking action towards your dreams. Okay? Your creativity as well, and your imagination, and your romantics and the subconscious. Okay? So we got, if you have this here with Aries being the 12th house, you know, you got Venus and Moon conjuncting here. You know, this is a whole a whole this is like you will have opportunities, you know, to, you know, with Venus, you know, being exalted in the 12th house, you know, it makes the moon, and it's conjuncting the moon, sort of makes it like, gives you these opportunities to act on and react and respond towards your romantic life and things, and it sort of opens a whole new, you know, avenue or a whole new world in your romantic life, you know, to jump into, you know. So this is how that play out, so watch out for that. And also, yeah, just watch out for previous uh and I also have to mention, like, if the North Node is going to be conjuncting, yeah, we got the North Node here, you know, so this plays is where it's like, you got the North Node and the 12th house, you got Aries here, North Node transiting here, you know, so you will feel like to take action towards your spiritual path. And with, as a collective, we all feel like wherever we got Aries at, we feel like we should go head first towards our spiritual path, you know? You know, so that's the energies that, as a collective, wherever the North Node is transiting at, you know, it's like you will feel called to act there, you know, and give influence in that area of life, you know? But you do also have a natal North Node, okay? So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. It's almost 40 minutes. The Fresh Sage signing out. Catch you next now.